Hi everyone, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome to Unit 18, Nowhere to Smoke. Smokers in South Korea are perturbed. With the government designating thousands of areas as smoke-free zones, smokers feel that they are being unfairly singled out. Perturbed.
Perturbed.
Single out.
Single out.
They complain that it is now almost impossible for them to find an area to smoke. Smoking booths are mostly prohibited, and a lot of companies now are banning smoking entirely. To make matters worse, if someone is caught smoking in one of these smoke-free zones, they can be fined up to 100,000 won. So it seems that relief is not in sight.
Seoul city officials have no plans to let up on the 15% of adult citizens who do smoke. In line with a 2004 court ruling that prioritizes non-smokers over smokers, the government actually plans to increase the amount of smoke-free zones around the city, whilst at the same time they don't have any plans to increase the amount of smoking booths.
Let up.
Let up.
Have you noticed any change in Korea in the smoking habits?
Certainly, like when I first got here, you could smoke in bars, you could smoke in pubs, you could smoke all over the place, and it was a very common occurrence. And I had several colleagues at work who used to smoke around the back of the building. Whereas these days, I honestly don't really notice it unless you go into one of those narrow alleyways in between tall buildings where you'll just see stubs everywhere and people in business suits puffing away. But apart from that, I haven't noticed a huge difference. What about you?
Yeah, I noticed the same change, and I see a lot more e-cigarettes now. I've met several people who work in that industry as well, so it's kind of interesting to see that shift from traditional cigarettes to different forms of e-cigarettes. But yeah, I used to work in Yeouido, and there was a kind of smoking street next to our building, which was a big street next to IFC Mall that most Koreans know about. That was covered in people smoking. But that was one of the areas declared as smoke-free zone.
Wow.
So they put banners up for, I don't know, maybe a year or 6 months in advance, declaring that this area from like maybe May 1st or something would become smoke-free, and there would be a lot of heavy fines. And it was really surprising to see like that day came and like hundreds of people were just gone.
Wow.
So it was a kind of stark contrast. That'll do it for the preview of this unit. We'll see you guys back for the review.